The starting lineup is brought to you by Stubbs. Sports fans, when you're traveling, you need one stop that has it all on I-76, exit 66A in Wiggins at Stubbs. So starting for your Mustangs tonight will be junior Hayden Marsh, senior J.J. Marquez,
number 12, Cooper Chisholm,
junior Cooper Chisholm,
number 13,
Royer Alvarez gets the start tonight. He is also a junior. And then 23, senior Carlo Baselli. This would be some high-tempo game tonight here, I believe. Anything that I've seen so far this year has been a lot of pressing and a lot of running up and down the court. So we'll see here the Beat Diggers start here tonight.
number 2,
Eric Rico. A stud on the football team as well.
number 10,
Thatcher Queen. A senior, so far 2 seniors for Brush.
number 11, Dre Bauer,
A senior, Dre Bauer Reeves. A
number 22, Payson Poland,
Poland, also a senior. And
and
let's
number
see,
32,
32,
Conrad
Conrad Castrop. So they start a
Good luck to both teams and fans. Enjoy
heavy
the
laden
game.
senior team. The Carlo Baselli to jump for the Mustangs. He will go up against Conrad Castrop. Beautiful gym here at Brush. We're talking to apparently Cooper Chisholm. Maybe he has I don't know. So Broden, looks like Broden Jess will come in and start. I don't know what the deal was with Cooper. It looked like he had the same undershirt on as everybody else. But he ran off, so Broden Jess will get the start instead of Cooper. Let's see what he comes out with. He had the right shirt on. I mean, it was number 12, so we will get started here. Baselli should win this and does. The Mustangs with possession to start off. And Cooper comes back out with his jersey off, has a black undershirt, but Broden Jess back up to J.J. Jess on the left side, back up to Jess. Hayden Marsh is going to drive it, going to get it underneath but off of the Beat Diggers and out of bounds. Mustang boys have been averaging 61 points a game, giving up 36. They get it into Baselli in the lane. Little layup is up and no good. Rebounded, gets his own rebound, but misses. Gets another rebound, excuse me, but off of him and out of bounds. An opportunity there for the Mustangs, but Baselli just could not come up with it. Full court pressure here by the Mustangs. Get it into Thatcher Queen, now back to Rico, back to Queen, back to Rico. Queen up in the front court to Castrop. 3 from the corner is going to be up and good by Payson Poland. For the Mustangs, excuse me, 2-3 zone defense here by Brush and Mustangs. Passing around the outer edge here. Where Alvarez has it ball tipped away. It's going to be taken by Rico. On the near side to Reeves. Back to Rico. Up top to Thatcher Queen. Over to Rico on the left high wing. Back to Queen. Into the corner to Baydrower, to Reeves. And that ball is going to be taken away by the Mustangs. So JJ controls it, gets it to Marsh. Three from the corner, in it does drop for the three for JJ. That is his first one of the year. He was 0 for 11 that I had seen. Beat Diggers work their offense. Conrad Kastrup into the lane. Shot is going to be blocked by Royer Alvarez, and he is pumped. So Cooper Chisholm will now enter the game for Broden Jess. Eric Rico to inbound right baseline of their basket. They get it in to Poland in the corner. He's going to get it back up to Queen out of Rico in the corner. Double team over there now to Queen at the free throw line, up and good for Thatcher Queen. Marsh into the front court now, gives it off to JJ. Warrior to Baselli, and that ball is going to be tipped out of bounds by Thatcher Queen. Mustangs will inbounds far side, mid front court, 5-3 Diggers. Hayden Marsh over on the near side to Chisholm. Chisholm for a three off the backboard and good for Cooper Chisholm. Mustangs with a lead 6-5. Poland to Thatcher Queen. Back to Poland in the corner. Poland, excuse me, that shot is up and no good. Rebounded and put back up and good by Dre Bauer Reeves. Thought it was the number one. I couldn't see the other one. It was number 11. 7-6 Beat Diggers. Near side to JJ. JJ picks up his dribble. Royer Alvarez underneath to Baselli. Baselli kicks it back out to JJ. JJ's going to drive it left side. That shot is going to be over the rim and no good. Rebounded by Thatcher Queen. Queen to Reeves. Going to get it back to Thatcher. Inside to Kastrup. Poland in the corner. Get back out to Rico. That was going to be a foul. That will be on Royer Alvarez. He grabbed the arm. That will be foul number one on the Mustangs and foul number one on Royer Alvarez. Into the game is Donovan Bauer Reeves for Payson Poland. Eric Rico to trigger it in. Finally do in the corner, and that is going to be up and good by Thatcher Queen. That is a three. 10-6 Beat Diggers. Over on the far side to J.J. Marquez. Picks up his dribble now up top to Hayden Marsh. Marsh to Royer Alvarez. Alvarez is going to drive the lane, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Royer Alvarez. So Alvarez with a quick two. 10-6, 3:30 to go here, first quarter. Beat Diggers in the lead. They have the possession at the moment into the hands of Bauer Reeve. Layup is going to be up and good. For Reeves. 12-6 brush. Far side to JJ. JJ is going to be fouled on the drive. And that foul is going to go on Eric Rico, his first team first. Broden Jess into the game for Royer Alvarez. Alvarez with a quick couple of fouls. 12-6 Beat Diggers on the near side to Chisholm. Chisholm back over to on the far side to JJ. JJ's going to drive it down, and then he is going to be fouled. Takes that, I guess they call it a Euro step. It looks like they're traveling, but that is going to be on Conrad Kastrup. That will be his first. JJ will go to the line to shoot two. JJ on the year is 12 of 22, 55% from the free throw line. See if he can make a couple of here in the first quarter. Free throw is off the rim and no good. See who's coming in. That will be Edgar Ortiz. He will come in for Conrad Kastrup. JJ with foul shot number 2 is up and good. 4 points on the night for JJ. 12-7 Beat Diggers here with 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. On the near side now to Bauer Reeves. Into the lane to Ortiz. Back out to Rico out at the point. Back to Ortiz. He's going to drive it in. Now a little jumper is going to be up and gets the roll for Donovan Bauer Reeves. His second bucket of the night. 14-7 here, Brush. A little different than I thought it would go. I didn't have any numbers on Brush. Didn't know what kind of offense they do or what kind of points they put up. Contact out front, nothing called. Marsh gives it to Chisholm. Chisholm going to drive it in, and then he misses Marsh. Marsh goes to the bucket, and then it's going to be a turnover for the Mustangs. Turnover number 3. Two team fouls apiece here for each team. 2 minutes to go here. 14-7 Brush. Over on the far side to Queen into Ortiz. Little fake there now to Eric Rico out top to Reeves. Reeves drives it. Shot is going to be up and no good, but I believe that's going to be on Broden Jess on the foul. And it is. That will be his first. That will send Donovan Bauer Reeves to the line to shoot 2. First one is up and nothing but the bottom of the net for Reeves. First quarter is brought to you by Better Electric, covering all electric work from residential to commercial. That one's off the back of the rim. To agricultural, better does matter. Call 970-521-1030. Now the Beat Diggers with some pressure. That is going to be a steal and then a bucket by Reeves. Timeout here for the Mustangs. They're down 10 here late in the first quarter, 17-7. Just a 30-second timeout. The Mustangs not looking like they did last week when I was watching them. The Fort Morgan boys are coached by David Marquez, assisted by Chris Harper and Jim Krackemeyer. Brush is head coach is Wayne Bach, and then he has a slew of assistant coaches. 1:37 to go here. Opening quarter. Let's see where the ball is going to be. Well, they got something going on at the scorer's table. They got the scorer's table are out of whack. Now they got it back. I'm not sure what happened there, but they got it back in order. See if the Mustangs can get a bucket here. A couple of threes and a free throw is all they've got so far to show for points. Hayden Marsh is going to be fouled, and that will be on Donovan Bauer Reeves. That will be his first, team third. Mustangs inbounds left baseline of their basket. Broden Jess going to drive it in. Little layup is going to be up and good. Broden Jess with a deuce. 17-9, minute 10 to go here, opening quarter. Queen Rico over on the far side to Middlemist. Rico back to Middlemist. Middlemist going to drive it in, back out to Rico. Ortiz at the free throw line. Pressure defense by the Mustangs. That three is in and out. Ball is going to be tipped around and finally saved by the Beat Diggers. Shot in the corner is going to be up and good for a three, and that is going to be Thatcher Queen, his second. Beat Diggers up 11, 20-9. 30 seconds to go here, opening quarter. Broden Jess back to Hayden Marsh to Jess. 2-3 zone defense here by the Beat Diggers. Shot is going to be up and no good. Then they're going to call a foul on J.J. Marquez. Looked like it could have easily been called a foul on the shot. But J.J. with his first, team fourth. Mustangs will have to gather themselves here between quarters. They're down 20-9. Eric Rico brings the ball into the front court. Near side to Queen. Queen's going to drive it off to Ortiz. Ortiz back to Rico out at the right side. 6 seconds. Back to Rico over on the far side. And that three is going to be off the backboard and good for Cassius Middlemiss. So the Mustangs down big here already in the first quarter. 23-9. We will go to quarter number two as the Beat, as I said, the Beat Diggers lead at 23-9 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Back here in Brush, the second quarter underway here is the Beat Diggers with possession. Conrad Castrop back into the game. No foul called there on the drive in. Ball is going to be taken away finally by the Mustangs, I believe, but he's going to be called. Look at this. Baselli that had the ball, but he rolled over. Turnover by the Beat Diggers, then Mustangs, after they got possession of it, called for the travel. Into the corner to Queen. Fort Morgan picking up the defense here a little bit. Up top to Bauer Reeves. And hand it off to Eric Rico, back to Conrad Castrop. Ball is going to be taken away. Nice job there by Broden Jess. Over on the far side to J.J. Marquez. Skip pass now to Jess in the corner. Broden Jess with a three. Up and good. Broden Jess from downtown. His first triple of the night. Mustang is still down 11, 23-12. Gets defense a little better here. Now underneath to Castrop. His little turnaround is going to be up and no good. Ball is going to be tipped around and taken by Marquez. Then that ball is going to be tipped away from behind. JJ was looking for the foul. Thatcher Queen hands it off to Reeves. Now over on the far side to Castrop, being guarded by JJ. Natarico, give and go. The layup is going to be up and good by Conrad Castrop. (25-12). Beat Diggers up 13 here with 6 minutes to go in the, or 6:18 to go in the second quarter. Now there's going to be a foul called on a push on the Beat Diggers. I believe that's going to be on Conrad Castrop, and it is. That will be his second. Team first here in the second quarter. Conrad Castrop will come out. Thatcher Queen also comes out. Did not see who went in for him. 2-3 zone defense by the Beat Diggers. Near side to JJ, drives it in underneath the Broden Jess. Jess's shot is going to be up and good at the bucket. Jess is the offense here so far in the second quarter. He has 5 in the quarter. Far side to Ortiz. He's going to give it off to Poland. Now back out top to Dre Bauer Reeves. Being guarded by Marsh. Shot is going to be up and no good underneath by Donovan Bauer Reeves, and he is fouled on the shot. I believe that's going to be on Baselli. It'll be Baselli's first. Donovan Bauer Reeves to go to the line to shoot 2. He was 1 of 2 in period number 1. Free throw is up and good. 8 points on the night for Donovan Bauer Reeves. Next free throw rolled around and in. Mustangs have only outscored Brush by 1 point here so far in this second quarter. JJ little floater is going to be up and no good. No foul called on the shot. His layup is going to be up on the steal by Chisholm. Ortiz, no travel called. He's in the lane, and then the shot is going to be up and good by Payson Poland. Hayden Marsh to Marquez, now to Jess out on the high left wing, back to Maselli out at the point. Over on the far side to Marquez. Marquez is going to drive it, and he is going to be fouled from behind. I believe that will be Donovan Bauer Reeves. That will be his second. Team second here in the second quarter. 4:43 to go, second quarter, 29-16. Beat Diggers. Chisholm with a three from the corner, off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Baselli. Shot is up and good. Baselli with the rebound and the putback. Mustangs down 11, 29-18 for 27 left. You can't do that. They're just blowing right by these guys on the layups. That's going to be a layup for Dre Bauer Reeves. And then a foul is going to be called, and that will be on Dre Bauer Reeves. That will be his first. Team's third. Mustangs to inbounds, left baseline of their basket. Hayden Marsh to inbounds. Got to get it in, boys. And they finally get it into Jess out at the point now to JJ Marquez. About lost it. Hayden Marsh with the dribble on the left side. Now it's going to, not a good pass from Marsh. Well over the head of Carlo Baselli. You know that's a high pass. If Baselli can't get to it. Ortiz now to Donovan Bauer Reeves, and he's going to be fouled, but it's going to be on the drive. That will be on Baselli. That will be his second. So pretty good student body here for the Beat Diggers tonight. Quite a few for the Mustangs also. Nice crowd here. Shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Baselli. I thought he was going to go back up with it there for a minute. I thought he was at the offensive end. Baselli at the free throw line. Back to Marsh. Marsh is going to drive it. Back to Baselli. Up and good at the bucket for Baselli. They need to utilize that. They need to utilize his jumping ability and get that in there to him. 31-20. Still 11-point lead here for the Beat Diggers. 3:20 to go. Rico going to kick it out into the corner. Net three is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded finally by Reeves. Ortiz. Back to Rico. Rico over on the far side now to Donovan Bauer Reeves. And he stepped out of bounds, so turnover number 5 for the Beat Diggers. Let's see. Payson Poland comes out. That's your queen back into the game. Mustangs need to make some points here on the turnovers. 31-20. Brush underneath to JJ. JJ with a little up and under is going to be good for Marquez. 6 points on the night for JJ. Finally got it under double or 10-point margin. Got it down to 9, 31-22. Nice hustle there by JJ. Ortiz is going to kick it out, but it's going to be taken by Baselli. Baselli's going to drive it down. And there's going to be a foul out front, but Baselli with the steal. And that foul is going to be on Dre Bauer Reeves. That would be his second. Only the 4th team foul on Brush, so Mustangs will inbound right baseline of their basket. Get it into Chisholm in the right corner. Back to Chisholm from Marsh. Chisholm for a deep three, up and good. Mustangs have closed to within 6. Just a 30-second timeout, and that will be taken by the Beat Diggers. Wiggins Equipment. Count on Wiggins Electric for quick, efficient, and courteous service to keep you, to keep you up and running. They provide you with the service and products you need at your most critical time. Lady Mustangs fell in their opening game here, 48-28. The Mustangs finally getting some defensive pressure, getting turned over into points. Mustangs aren't pressing. I thought maybe they would press against these guys, but so far have not. They're within 6 now with 2:11 to go here in the second quarter. Into the corner, that is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Marquez. Underneath, but that pass is going to be tipped and taken away by Brush. Rico Ortiz is going to drive it in. Now he's going to kick it over into the corner for Thatcher Queen. Off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Jess. Jess hits the floor over there, and they're calling a jump ball, and that will be possession to the Mustangs. Minute 35 to go. Still 6-point lead for Brush, 31-25. Hayden Marsh now to Chisholm, to Broden Jess, back to Chisholm. All around the perimeter. JJ in the right corner. Underneath to Jess. Nice assist there by JJ Marquez. Four-point game, 31-27. This had been 13-point deficit for the Mustangs. Ortiz going to go up. Backwards layup is going to be up and good for the big fella. His first bucket of the night, 33-27, under a minute to go. Marsh here now to Marquez. Marquez is going to drive it in now to Cooper Chisholm for 3, up and no good. Rebounded by Dre Bauer Reeves. It was knocked around there a couple of times. I thought maybe the Mustangs would come down with it, but could not. 30 seconds to go here. See if they just want to run it down here. Underneath Ortiz, it's going to be knocked away. Hayden Marsh with the layup, 33-29, 4-point game, under 10. And that's going to be a reach foul on JJ. That will be his second. Only the team third. With 6.4 seconds to go. 33-29 Brush. End of the game is going to be Oakley Kennington. He will replace JJ so he doesn't pick up a third foul here with 6 seconds left in the quarter. You get some good defense here. Layup is going to, they're going to call a foul. They're going to call that on Hayden Marsh. And that will send Dre Bauer Reeves to the line to shoot 2. 33-29, 2.2 seconds. That is off the back rim and no good. So Dre Bauer Reeves with free throw number 2. Up and good. See if the Mustangs get a shot off. They didn't start the clock. Went to sleep at the wheel here with the scorer's table. Now they ran it down to 1.6 seconds, but We'll see how they do this now. They're going to call a... Let's see what they do. They can't call it half over. There should be a little time. I don't think he took 2 seconds to get the ball where they did. So they're going to put it at .2. I don't think they can even get even with a touch, I don't think they can do anything with it. Just throw it to the bucket. You just got to throw it to the bucket. No, you can't. You can't. There's no time with .2 seconds to try to get a shot in turn like that. It's got to be a tip, and maybe not even then. So anyway, halftime here. The Beet Diggers lead at 34-29. Here at halftime on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nickelback here at Brush, Colorado. The Mustangs trail at 34-29. Half number 2 coming up here shortly. This will be the last game of the calendar year for the Mustangs team. We will be back with you in league play starts on January 15th. That will be at Eaton. That will be at 5:30 and 7 o'clock. Approximate tips anyway for the boys and girls. First things first here, the Mustangs have cut it to 5, so we can see if they can cut a little bit more into this lead and finally get a lead. Looks like it will be Brush to start off the second half, excuse me. Eric Rico to inbounds. As soon as the Mustangs get on the floor, there's still 19 seconds left up on the clock. This third quarter is brought to you by Buildings by Design. First impressions are important. Buildings by Design will make your vision a reality. Visit buildsbydesign.com. Eric Rico with possession to Conrad Kastrup. Eric Rico in the corner underneath the Kastrup. Gets his shot off and no good. Going to be rebounded by Brush, and that shot is going to be up and good by Kastrup. Selly needs to do a little bit better job putting a body on him, keeping him out of there. Jess to Chisholm to Marsh, down to JJ in the right corner. Back out to Marsh, cross court, but that is not a good pass by Marsh. That is intercepted by the Beet Diggers. That is 9 turnovers tonight for the Mustangs. Kastrup out at the point, holds the ball now to Rico. Rico from 3, and that is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Baselli. Unofficially 5 rebounds for Baselli. JJ underneath to Jess. It's going to go out to Marsh in the corner. Underneath to Baselli. That was a foul. Nice turn there by Baselli, but he was hacked on the shot, and that is going to be Dre Bauer Reeves. That will be his 3rd. So, excuse me, Baselli will go to the line to shoot 2. Seven-point game, 36-29. First free throw is back rim and no good. It will be Donovan Bauer Reeves. He will come in for Dre Bauer Reeves. 6:43 to go, 3rd period. Mustangs need to cut into this. That free throw is off the back of the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Donovan Reeves. With the travel called on Brush. Turnover number 8. On the Bee Diggers now, the Mustangs see if they can make some points here. JJ with the banker is up and good. Marquez with 8. Castrip to Reeves, going to be stolen by JJ. Layup is going to be up. He missed the layup. Tried to lay it off the front. He gets it back underneath from Chisholm. And then JJ's going to be fouled. And that foul will go on Thatcher Queen. JJ's first free throw is up and good. There's Queen's first foul. That shot is no good. Going to be tied up, and it will belong to the Mustangs. 4-point game, 36-32. Get it into JJ, and that ball is going to be tipped around and finally taken by Rico. Turnover number 10 by the Mustangs. 5.5 to go. Conrad Castrip, they're going to call a foul on the floor. And if that's on Baselli, that will be his third. Foul number 3 on Baselli. 4 points on the night for Baselli. Royer Alvarez into the game now for Baselli. Brushed inbounds left baseline of their basket. Get it into Castrip. Now to Donovan Bauer Reeves. Back to Poland. Underneath the Castrip. Now they're going to call Royer Alvarez with a push as Conrad Castrip tried to go to the baseline. So Royer Alvarez, that'll be his third. Royer not real happy with the call. Inbounds to Queens. He tries to drive the baseline. Looks like a little travel there, but nothing called on Thatcher Queen. 10 points on the night for Queen. 6-point contest, 38-32. Bounce pass to JJ far side. JJ's going to back it out, keep the dribble alive for just under 5 to go. Going to hand off to Hayden Marsh. Back to JJ on the left wing. Nice screen there by Broden Jess. To Alvarez out on the left wing, back up to JJ at the point. Chisholm comes to get it. Back to Marsh on the right wing. He's going to go up to the top. 38-32, 4:30 to go here. Third quarter. Shot is going to be blocked. Taken by Poland. Call a foul at this end, but not at the other end. And that is going to be on Broden Jess. That will be his second. And that will send Payson Poland to the line to shoot 2. This is his first trip to the line. He has 5 points on the night. First one's off the back of the rim and no good. 6-point lead here for Brush, 38-32. It was 5 at the break. That shot is going to be up and good for Payson Poland. Hayden Marsh to Chisholm to Jess. Underneath to JJ. JJ in the lane. He's going to go up with it. Shot is going to be up and good for Marquez. $11 points on the night for Marquez. 5-point contest, 39-34. Hand it off to Bauer, Reeves, down to Rico, back to Reeves underneath. Ball is going to be tipped away. Now that's going to be a foul on Brush. That will be against Conrad Kastrup. That will be his third. Turnover number 9. Neither team pressing here tonight. 39-34 Brush. Hayden Marsh, Chisholm on the left wing to Broden Jess. Royer Alvarez out at the point. Now to Chisholm. Right corner to Marquez. Up to Marsh. Ball is going to be taken away by Queen and off of Queen and out of bounds. Some sloppy passes here by the Mustangs. Inbounds on the far side to get it into Chisholm. To Marsh. Run their offense here. Nice screen there by Alvarez. Into the corner to Chisholm underneath, and Alvarez shot is up and no good. Broden Jess with a putback. So Broden Jess with a rebound, and they bucket. 11 points on the night for Broden Jess. 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Wow, and they call Alvarez with a block. That is his fourth. Let's see if they look to bring anybody in. 4th team foul on Fort Morgan, 3 on Brush. Juan Sanchez Cavillo will come in at the next dead ball. Rico out at the point. Pass to Ortiz. Ortiz picks up his dribble, being guarded by Alvarez. Back out to Rico. Back out to Ortiz out at the 3-point line. He's going to hand it off to Donovan Bauer. Reeves and Mustang Beat Digger will retain possession as he goes out of bounds on the far side. Alvarez will take a seat with 2:32 to go here in the third quarter with 4 fouls. Thatcher Queen heads his way in but does not get it. Rebounded, and they're going to call a foul on Jess. I believe that's who it is. They're going to call it on Juan Sanchez Cavillo. Donovan Bauer Reeves will go to the line to shoot 2. Run on batteries here, and that one did not last. That free throw was up and good. Steal by the Beat Diggers, and then off of Mustangs and out of bounds. So turnover number 11 for the Mustangs. Beat Diggers will inbounds left baseline of their basket. 2:14 to go. 4-point game, 40-36. Get it into Thatcher Queen. Bauer Reeves up and good. That is Donovan Bauer Reeves. 11, 12 points on the night for Reeves. Mustangs just cannot quite get over the hump here. JJ's driving in, and he's going to stop and pop up and good for JJ Marquez. And then a turnover. Juan Sanchez Cavillo was blocking the guy when they went to throw it in, and he ended up stepping in. 42-38. Hayden Marsh out high. Keeps that dribble alive now to Chisholm on this side. Cavillo back to Chisholm. Hayden Marsh gets it to Jess. Into the corner now, JJ for three, and that is going to be up and good. JJ Marquez from downtown. Cuts it to one. Excuse me, cuts it to one. Then a steal by the Mustangs. Chisholm layup up and good. The Mustangs in the lead. It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll stay right here with them. But the Mustangs have finally worked their way back into the lead. Actually, I think that's the first lead they've had of the game. So this was a 5-point game at halftime. The Mustangs have outscored them by 6. They're up 1, 43-42 with them. I'm not sure how much time's left on the clock. When they go to a timeout, they put the time up there for the timeout. So we'll check it here when they get back out of their timeout. JJ Marquez, I believe it was 16 points. 16 points, 10 in this quarter. Rush will inbounds far into the basket. They get it into Bauer Reeves, and he's going to drive it all the way down. His shot is going to be up and good for Donovan Bauer Reeves. Puts Brush back in the lead, 44-43. We've got 40 seconds left here, third quarter. Chisholm to JJ in the corner. JJ is going to drive it in underneath to Marsh, back to JJ. JJ for three, up and good. JJ Marquez, that's just going to be a 2. Got a foot on the line. Mustangs back in the lead, 45-44. Almost a steal by the Mustangs. Ortiz underneath. That shot is going to be up and good by Donovan Bauer Reeves. 10 seconds. Mustangs will probably play for the last shot, down to 7. Oh, not a good pass. As that went through the legs of Juan Cavillo. Juan says Cavillo, excuse me. Rush with 5.4 seconds. They're going to get it down court. I don't know that he hit it. But did not control it. Must have went off his hands. So it'll be a turnover for Brush. Mustangs will get one shot here at the end. To Chisholm. Chisholm's going to launch it off the top of the rim and off the top of the backboard. No good. So we will go to quarter number 4. The Mustangs trail at 46-45 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. 46-45 as Brush takes control here in the fourth quarter. Shot is going to be up and no good. They're going to call a foul on Fort Morgan. And that will be on Juan Sanchez Cavillo. That will be his first. Be his second. I'm sorry about that. Didn't write that first one down. And that will send Thatcher Queen to the line to shoot 2. First one up and good. Carlo Baselli will come in for Broden Jess. Thatcher Queen. Shot number 2, in and out, rebounded by Marquez. Chisholm in the right corner now to Hayden Marsh. JJ drives it down into the corner. Up top to Marsh. Now little jumper is going to be up and no good by Chisholm, but he was fouled on the shot. And that will be Dre Bauer Reeves. That will be his 4th. So Chisholm will go to the line to shoot 2. Ten points on the night for Chisholm. First free throw is off the back rim. That did not look good at all. What's going on? Chisholm will get shot number 2 is up and good. Three for Brush. That is off the back of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Brush. Thatcher Queen there is a call a foul now on Juan Sanchez Cavillo. It'll be his third. Second team foul in the fourth quarter. Brush inbound right baseline of their basket. They get it into Thatcher Queen in the corner. Nice defense there by the Mustangs. Conrad Kastrup kicks it back out to Draybauer Reeves. Back to Conrad Kastrup out at the point, being guarded by JJ. Now to JJ's trying to get his point there across to the raft, but that will be JJ's third. Brushed inbounds now left baseline of their basket. Underneath to Queen. The hook is going to be up and good for Thatcher Queen. 3 points here in the fourth quarter for Queen. A 3-point lead for Brush, 49-46, 6.5 to go. Hayden Marsh on the right wing, going to take it out top to Chisholm. Chisholm for a 3, up and good. Cooper Chisholm from downtown. Brush back on offense. Conrad Kastrup all the way down. And they're going to call a blocking foul on Juan Sanchez Cavillo. He kind of moved in there after Conrad Kastrup had gone in there. So Kastrup will go to the line to shoot 2. First trip to the line for Kastrup. 6:14 to go, fourth period, 49-49. Free throw is up and good for Kastrup. 5 points on the night for Kastrup. 50-49, free throw is up and good. Marsh into the front court. Far side to JJ. Screen by Jess. JJ with nice job there by Baselli with his drive. Now to Broden Jess for 3, and that is short. Comes down to Thatcher Queen for the rebound. 2-point lead here for Brush, 51-49. Brush with a weave out front here as they get it to Poland out front, over to Eric Rico on the high right wing. Now to Thatcher in the corner. Thatcher, the ball is slapped away by J.J. Marquez. 13 turnovers by the Beat Diggers, 12 for Fort Morgan. J.J.'s little jumper from the corner is going to be up and good. Ties it up at 51 with just over 5 minutes to go here in the contest. Good game here going on in Brush. 3 from the outside is going to be up and no good for Donovan Bauer Reeves. Rebounded by Cooper Chisholm. Chisholm for 3 from the right side is an air ball. So possession to the Beat Diggers, all tied up at 51. Timeout taken by the Mustangs, I believe. This fourth quarter, brought to you by Rudy's Tires with several locations across the area. There's always a Rudy's Tires location close by. And they can even come to you on the farm. Rudy's Tires brings you Eastern Plains Sports Today every weekday on 1010 KSIR. So all tied up here at 51. Chisholm with 1, 2, 3 triples tonight. $14 points on the night. Let's see what JJ has. He had 6 at half. $12 in the third quarter. So he's had 14 points here in the contest tonight. It's a big night by JJ. He does have 3 fouls. He has 3 rebounds unofficially. Must look the Mustangs may put a little pressure on here with 4:45 to go in the game. All tied up at 51. They do get it into Queen. Eric Rico brings it up. Conrad Kastrup into the lane. Underneath to Bauer Reeves. Shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Baselli. Unofficially 6 for Baselli. Bauer Reeves went down hard, and so did JJ. I think there was a foul on Conrad Kastrup, I believe. That will be on Kastrup. That was a hard foul. That will be his 4th. That will send JJ to the line to shoot 2. They put the Mustangs back in the lead. Up and good for JJ. Kastrup will come out. Ortiz will go in for his replacement. 4:25 to go. The Mustangs with the 1-point lead. JJ with free throw number 2 up and good. Mustangs with the full court pressure once again. Gets it into Poland, now up to Thatcher Queen as he gets it into the front court. Back to Eric Rico. Rico keeps the dribble alive, gives it off to Queen, back to Ortiz out high, being guarded by JJ. He hands it off to Poland. Over on the far side to Rico. Rico being guarded by Chisholm. And bring it out front now to Poland, now in the corner to Bauer Reeves. He's going to drive it in, stops, pops up and no good. Rebound is going to be up and good for Donovan Bauer Reeves. Ties it up at 53, 3:42 to go here in the fourth quarter. Chisholm to Jess underneath to Baselli. Baselli is tripped. And that will be on Donovan Bauer Reeves. That will be his 3rd. No free throws yet. Only 3 team fouls on Brush, 4 on the Mustangs. Hayden Marsh, the inbounds right baseline of their basket. Gets it into JJ right at the bucket. Up and good. JJ Marquez. Rico into the front court. 55-53 Mustangs with 3:15 to go, fourth quarter. Ortiz going to hand it off to Dre Bauer Reeves. Over into the corner to Thatcher Queen for a 3. Up and good. Thatcher Queen for 3. That'll put the Beatniggers up 56-55. To Chisholm, now to Broden Jess. To Chisholm out at the point, over to Hayden Marsh, down to JJ in the corner. JJ for 3, off the rim and no good, going to be rebounded by Rico. .240 to go. Dre Bauer Reeves gives it back to Rico out at the point, now to Ortiz. Gets it back off to Donovan Bauer Reeves. Up top to Rico. Back to Donovan Bauer Reeves. He's going to drive it in. Ball is going to be tipped away and finally taken. They're going to call a jump, are they? Possession to the Mustangs. Fort Morgan with a chance to get back in the lead. Ortiz will come out. Conrad Kastrup will come back in. So JJ Baselli Jess, Marsh, and Chisholm on the floor for the Mustangs. Over to Chisholm. Brings it out to the point, ready to set up their offense. JJ in the corner. Oh, not a good pass. Taken away by Dre Bauer. Reeves gets it off to Castrop out high. Nice defense there by JJ. Hands it off to Donovan Bauer Reeves. Minute 40 to go. 56-55. We'll see how long if they can. We'll go here before the Mustangs will have to foul off to Conrad Castrop. Now to Donovan Bauer Reeves. He's going to drive it all the way in. Shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Baselli. Mustangs with a chance here to take the lead down 1, 56-55 with a minute 15 to go. Chisholm to Jess. Jess has it taken away. They're going to call a foul on the reach on Brush. And that will be on Dre Bauer Reeves. That will be his fifth. He's out. So that will be Payson Poland will come in for Dre Bauer Reeves. He only had 5 points on the night. Chisholm for three from the corner, up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Donovan Bauer Reeves with a minute to go. See if the Mustangs can get a turnover here. Torrico is going to be tipped away by Chisholm back to JJ. JJ tries to go up and they finally call a foul. I thought maybe they would call a tie-up, but did not. So that's on Donovan Bauer Reeves. That should send JJ to the line to shoot two. He was 2 for 2 just a minute ago. Up and good for JJ. Ties it at 56 with 50 seconds left, excuse me. JJ to put the Mustangs in front and does. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Full court pressure here by the Mustangs. Baselli knocks it out of bounds. Brush will retain possession. The Mustangs up 1, 57-56. Mustangs will put a little pressure on with, Chisholm. Payson Poland gets it back up to Eric Rico, back to Conrad Castrop. And that's going to be a foul on JJ. It'll be his fourth. So Poland will go to, or I believe that was Conrad Castrop, will go to the line to shoot two. He hit his two just a couple of minutes ago. Off the back rim and no good. No substitutions. Team's going as is. 57-56 Fort Morgan with 37.8. Conrad Castrop at the line for the free throw. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by J.J. Marquez. Unofficially his fourth rebound. And then Brush needing to foul, and they do. That will be on Eric Rico, just his second. That will send Hayden Marsh to the line to shoot two. So this is where the Mustangs can win it. They can make a couple more here, go up by 3. Not sure what Hayden's numbers are so far on the year for free throws as the Brush Beat Diggers make some noise, and Hayden Marsh makes his own noise as he drops a free throw. Puts the Mustangs up by 2, 58-56. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Hayden Marsh David Marquez will take a timeout for the Mustangs. Mustangs lead it now by 3, 59-56. I think that's probably their biggest lead of the night. 59-56. So far in this quarter. 14 points for the Mustangs so far in this quarter. JJ so far had 23 quarters. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 28 points on the night for Marquez. He has hit his last 4 free throws in this quarter. 4 for 4 in the fourth quarter. He was 1 of 2 in the third quarter. So Brush will inbounds at the far end. I'm sure Coach Marquez is setting up some type of a pressure play. Maybe not. Maybe we're going to back them off a little bit. Maybe we'll see how they're going to line up. Mustangs up 59-56. We've trailed most of this game. Excuse me. Conrad Castro. Looks like Brush may be playing for maybe for just a 3. Nope. He's going to drive it all the way down. It's going to be up and good by Donovan Bauer-Reeves. And then a timeout will be taken, 30-second timeout will be taken by Brush. But Fort Morgan just let him have that. They didn't want to foul him and send him to the line also. So we'll see who they're going to have to foul again. I'm sure they'll always try for the steal on the inbounds. If they don't get that, they'll probably have to foul. The Mustangs lead at 59-58. JJ Marquez, Hayden Marsh, Cooper Chisholm, Broden Jess, and Carlo Baselli on the floor for the Mustangs. Get it into JJ. And he is going to be fouled. Let's see if that's going to be Rico. That will be Eric Rico with his third. JJ will go to the line now to shoot 2. Try to give him that 3-point lead once again with 14.3 seconds. 2 timeouts for both teams. The senior JJ Marquez with 2 free throws. First one is up and nothing but the bottom of the net. Up by 2, 60-58. One more shot for JJ. To put him up 3. Next one is up and good for Marquez. A little pressure by the Mustangs. They're up 61-58. A timeout will be taken by the Beat Diggers. And that is a full timeout. About 14 seconds, I believe, left on the clock. Buckeye Welding Supply, excuse me, you have questions, they have answers. Our area welders know what sets them apart at 330 South 11th Avenue in Sterling. So the Mustangs with a 3-point lead. Mustangs will, whatever you do not foul a 3-point shooter. He's got to play some good, tight defense. Let's see what the Mustangs, that third quarter, they were scored 16 points in that third quarter. 12 for Brush. J.J. Marquez, if I'm adding up right here, has 28 on the night. Conrad Castrop to inbounds. J.J. messing with Conrad here a little bit, trying to get the ball in. To Castrop, or excuse me, Poland. Now back to Bauer. Up and rolls in for the three. Thatcher Queen. And then Fort Morgan calls a timeout, I believe. The Thatcher Queen got the roll to tie it at 3. So we'll see. They blew the whistle. David Marquez acted like he hadn't called for a timeout, but there's only 0.7 of a second. So I believe the Mustangs will have 1 timeout left. It's all tied up at 61. Thatcher Queen with the deep 3. It was not a clean 3, that's for sure. It hit the rim and bounced up and then back down. 2.2 seconds is what they have on the clock. I'm not sure where they... They had run the clock, so 2.2 seconds. That gives them a little bit of time to get a shot off. JJ is going to inbounds far side about midcourt in the backcourt. Marquez, you got to get it in, boys. Deep pass down, and that's going to be intercepted by Brush. And we will go to overtime. Here in Brush, it's all tied up at 61. So I will see if I can make some room here on my sheet. As we will go to overtime. I don't know, the 5-minute overtime. See what they get for time on the clock. We'll see if they wipe the team fouls off. I would think so as they go into an extra time here, but I'm not sure just what the time will be. Maybe 5 minutes. All tied up at 61. But J.J. Marquez has had the hot hand. Finally hit a couple of threes tonight. He's also hit some free throws. 1, 2, 3, 4. He had 6 free throws in that fourth period. The Mustangs were 9 of 10 from the free throw line in that fourth quarter. So let's see how much time they... Well, I know it's not a... Now what are they doing? What are they doing? The clock is running with a minute. I don't know what's going on. Nobody called a timeout. I'm not sure what they're up to. JJ and now they have 3:59 on the clock. It's going to be 4 minutes. There we go. So 4-minute overtime. Apparently they did not wipe the fouls off, so tip one by Carlo Baselli to Hayden Marsh. He will walk it up into the front court. Broden Jess back out to Chisholm, out high to back to Broden Jess. Jess to Chisholm on the high right wing, going to hand it off to Marsh. 2-3 zone defense by Brush. Near side to Chisholm, now to Broden Jess, up top to Baselli. Cooper Chisholm back to Baselli, now to Hayden Marsh, almost threw that away. Over to Chisholm, now to JJ in the corner. He's going to drive it in. Back up, the layup is going to be no good. The ball was tipped, so he gets his own rebound. We're taking almost a minute off the clock. We're at 3:10. To J.J. Marquez. J.J.'s going to drive it down. Shot is going to be up and no good. Not even close. Rebounded to Donovan Bauer-Reeves. See if the defense now can stop Brush from scoring. 2:48 to go. Up top to Conrad Kastrup. Going to hand it off to Poland. Oh, nice job by, there's going to be a foul on Conrad Kastrup, I believe, after J.J. stole it. And if that's on Kastrup, that is it for him. Conrad Kastrup will have fouled out. That is 5 on Kastrup, so he is out of the game. I don't believe they'll. Apparently they go straight to a 2-shot foul in overtime. Anyway, JJ is going to go to the line to shoot 2. Rolls around in for JJ. Apparently with 4 minutes on the clock, they just go straight to a 2-shot foul. Off the front of the rim, it bounces over and in. Mustangs with a 2-point lead, 63-61. Pulling up into the front court, being guarded by Hayden Marsh. Good defense by Marsh. Now to Thatcher Queen on the high right wing. He's going to drive it on Jess. Jess with a nice defense and rebound by Carla Baselli. 2:15 to go. Mustangs up 2, 63-61. Brush is going to have to come out. The Mustangs trying to take the air out of the ball here a little bit. Give it to Hayden Marsh. Now to Chisholm on the left wing. Bounce pass to Marsh. 2 minutes to go. Mustangs up 2, 63-61. Back to Chisholm. Now he's not going to shoot that. I know better than that. Back to JJ. Back to Marsh out top. Back to Marsh from Chisholm. See how long the boys can do this. Good job by Marsh. He was getting pinned out there and he called a timeout. So you get 2 timeouts apparently in overtime. So that's the first one for Fort Morgan. 32nd timeout. 63-61 Fort Morgan. JJ with 2 free throws to put the Mustangs in the lead. 8 free throws in the fourth quarter and overtime for JJ. So I would guess if Brush had their choice, they would just as soon not foul JJ Marquez. Hayden Marsh hit 2 in the fourth quarter. Cooper Chisholm was one of 2. So a good one going on here in Brush. Minute 37 to go with Mustangs leading at 63-61. J.J. Marquez to inbounds, being guarded by Donovan Bauer-Reeves. Need to get it in, boys. Gives it to Baselli. And they're going to send Baselli to the line. That will be a foul on Edgar Ortiz. That is just his first. So we'll see if Baselli can come through. Earlier in the third quarter, he was 0 for 2. Oh, rolls around and comes out. We need to get this one, Carlo. Make it a 3-point game. Minute 36 to go, 63-61. Carlo Baselli at the line to shoot 1. Up and off the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Poland. To Thatcher Queen, back to Poland out high. Now to Ortiz, being guarded by JJ. Hands it off to Bauer-Reeves. About 3 seconds, but they're not going to call it. He hasn't got out of there yet. Enrico with a up and no good, a foul on
Donovan Bauer Reeves over Baselli. So I believe that is 5 on him. He is out also. That is the third beat digger to foul out. So Carlo Baselli seeing that the game is going to be Cassius Middlemist. JJ giving Carlo a little bit of a pep talk. You can seal it here. It worked. First one is up and good. 3-point lead now. You can make it 4 with 1:14. Carlo, second shot off the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Payson Poland. Mustangs up 3, 64-61. 1 minute to go here in overtime. It was tied at 61. The Mustangs, the only ones with points here. Hands it off to Poland out high over on the far side. That's going to be off the foot. Nice job by Broden Jess as Middlemist loses it off of his foot. Cooper Chisholm, the inbounds for the Mustangs, do get it into JJ, 50 seconds to go. And that is going to be a foul against JJ. That will be on Payson Poland. That is only his first. Now JJ to the line to shoot 2. He has made his last 8. JJ can make it a 4-point game. First one is up and good. JJ Marquez winning it at the free throw line for the Mustangs. 49.9 seconds to go. Oh, that one was short, but the Mustangs are up 4, 65-61. Into the hands of Poland. Oh, nice steal there by Cooper Chisholm. Then a foul on Brush. Payson Poland, Broden Jess will go to the line to shoot 2. But what a steal there by Cooper Chisholm. Pass was headed to Rico, and he just reached in there and swatted it away and took control of it. Broden Jess, yes, up and good, Broden Jess. Mustangs lead it by 5 with 34.8 seconds. See if we can make it 6. Free throws off the rim, up and good, finally rolls in for Jess. 6-point lead for the Mustangs. Brush gets it into Ortiz, back to Rico. Oh, nice scoop by Chisholm. They're going to have to foul. 24.6 seconds. But what a slick. What a slick move there by Cooper Chisholm. Hayden Marsh will now go to the line to shoot 2. Mustang 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Up and good for Hayden Marsh. So unless the bottom falls completely out of this, the Mustangs will come away with a win here in Brush with 23.4 seconds, up 7. Brush has not scored in the overtime. Up and also good for Marsh. 69-61, 20 seconds and counting. Rico with a 3, up and no good. Rebounded, fought for, and off of for Morgan and out of bounds. 13.9 seconds to go. Brush will inbounds left baseline of their basket. Poland will get it into Ortiz. Poland will get it back. Nice strip there by JJ into the hands of Cooper Chisholm with 3 seconds. He goes for a little roll there. He was fouled. It wasn't intentional by any means. I think that was against Cassius Middlemist. The Mustangs will come away with a hard-fought win. That will be the first one on Cassius Middlemiss, so Cooper Chisholm will go to the line for the Mustangs. He is one of 2 from the free throw line tonight. First one is off the back of the rim and no good. The Mustangs will come away with a hard-fought victory here in Brush. Next one is up and good. 70-61. And that is how the game will end, as Brush tries a desperation 3 from about 70 feet away. But the Mustangs come back and hold Brush scoreless in the overtime. As they win at 70-61, I'll try to get my voice back as we take a break and come back with the post-game show as the Mustangs win at 70-61 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Mustangs win a barn burner here in Brush tonight as they come from behind and win it in overtime. The post-game show is brought to you by Western Engineering Consultants, providing a big firm product with small firm relationships since 2003. Visit westerneci.com. So this one went into overtime. It was tied at 61 at the end of regulation. And scoring goes like this for the Beat Diggers. Thatcher Queen with 19, as well as Donovan Bauer Reeves. Let's see who else. Payson Poland with 6, and Conrad Kastrup with 6. 5 for Dre Bauer Reeves. For the Mustangs, if I have everything right here, leading scorer for the Mustangs tonight is J.J. Marquez, and he was 9 of 10 in the fourth quarter and the overtime. So he had 31. Cooper Chisholm with 15, followed by Broden Jess with 13. Hayden Marsh with 4. He had some big free throws there in overtime as well. 5 points for Carlo Baselli and 4 for Hayden Marsh. As far as free throws are concerned, the Mustangs, let's see, JJ was 1, 2. JJ was 15 of 16 just by himself. So that's what kind of put it away in overtime. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 free throws, 9 free throws, or 8 free throws, excuse me, in overtime to salt this one away. As far as the fouls were concerned, Mustangs did not have anybody foul out. J.J. Marquez had 4, Juan Sanchez Cavillo with 4, as well as Royer Alvarez for the Brush Beat Diggers, Dre Bauer Reeves, along with Donovan Bauer Reeves and Conrad Kastrup, each fouled out. But the big thing was hitting their free throws at the end and not letting Brush score any points in that overtime period as they win it by a count of 70-61. Mustangs with 14 turnovers, Brush with 16 turnovers. So nice job here by the Mustangs as they trailed most of the game, but did come back and won it in overtime. So our players of the game, Premier Farm Credit, for over 100 years. They've been providing affordable, reliable, and consistent credit. Visit PremierACA.com. And my player of the game tonight is going to be J.J. Marquez with all the free throws down the stretch. Did a nice job there. He also had unofficially 4 rebounds. But he finally did connect a couple from three-point land tonight. And I have him down for 31 points for J.J. Marquez, our Premier Farm Credit player of the game. We will be back with you not until January 15th when league play starts. And that will be at Eaton. And that will be 5:30 and 7 o'clock on Thursday, January 15th. So the Mustangs, the boys win it here by a count of 70-61. Our producer and engineer of Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball tonight has been Christy Creighton. This is Brian Nickel. Once again, our scores tonight: the girls fall 48-28. The boys win a thriller in overtime, 70-61. You've been listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball on Morgan County's B106, B106.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.